God, Grummz is such a little fucking worm. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Do you know what the biggest problem is with the bounty that was put on his head? Okay, I'm not gonna... I need to be careful, dude. Like, acting like I'm the bad guy for saying, yeah, this looks like a load of fucking bullshit. Or what do you know? I know that it's insane to have a game in development for this long and nothing meaningful to come out of it. Okay, are you just gonna ignore what I showed you? Fucking retard. Okay, I wanted to get a little bit of Grummz hating. Whilst we're here, we're going to get a bit of Grummz hating. So this is apparently Grummz's game. What's it called? What's Grummz's game called? All the talk about publisher greed, expensive pre-orders, and in-game monetization made me think about this from a tip I got from someone a few weeks back. Ember. Yeah, Ember. Yeah, Ember with an 8 in. Yeah. So what is this? Secure your commander coin. Security clearances for Archon, Shifter, and Arc Lieges today at a huge discount. What am I looking at here? In-game item. You get a coin emote. You get money off the virtual store. Yeah, this seems like a fucking monetization shit. Apparently it's from a little while ago. I'm not sure I've ever seen someone try to monetize NPC interactions. Oh, I see. So, right, you get a coin emote, 5% off the virtual store, bronze NPC interactions, bronze security clearance, visit bronze base lounges and locations. Guys, you get your coin emotes! I mean, this just seems like exactly the kind of predatory monetization that people have often got an issue with video games. And yet here's Grummz doing it when he's supposed to be the gamer's fucking advocate. Yeah, you can imagine him moaning about stuff like this, right? I'm not sure I've ever seen someone try to monetize NPC interactions. His only defense of this practice will be that he stopped selling them in November 2023. But for someone so focused on the predatory monetization of AAA games right now, he sure has no problem gouging his own fans for money at every opportunity he could. Quite funny seeing him go after the AAA monetization practices while employing the same practices himself. And this is the archive. So this is the backer site. Yeah, ember.com. Newcomer backer packs, immediate access to all demos. Get immediate access to our 2 latest demo builds today on a dedicated server. Packages. Oh my god, dude. What is this? I mean, this is just paying money to support the game, right? Founder dropship, unique model, forum tag, founders wall, PDF design book, test build and playable mockup, final copy of the game. G-Suit V2 player skin. I mean, yeah, this just seems like exactly the shit that he speaks out against. No, I don't know all of his fucking words on gaming. It's all just skins and shit, right? So $28, $42, $63, $84. Razor Chroma Winterstar G-Suit. It's all the shit. Space Trucker, $105. Omega Founder, $119. $245. Oh, these are where the commander coins come in. So to get a commander coin, you got to be looking at least $245. Reduced from $350 though. A load of cool stuff apparently. $350. $1,000. What? $1,000. That's fucking crazy, dude. Herald, when you enter a zone, everyone will receive a voice announcement with your title and RP name. Arc Liege name is on the field. Oh my god. That is fucking ridiculous. Hey, just gonna say stuff when you go into the game, guys. Yeah, give me $1,000, please. Thank you very much. God, Grummz is such a little fucking worm. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Do you know what the biggest problem is with the bounty that was put on his head? Okay, I'm not gonna. I need to be careful, dude. In fact, aren't you allowed to fucking say deaf shit on Twitch now? Apparently, you're allowed to say it now. Well, but I'm probably not though because I'm a white male. If I was black, I'd probably get away with it. Ignoring the 450 discount. Fair point. Yes, it is quite. You're getting quite a bit of money off the ticket price, which is $1,500. Well, I'm just trying. I'm trying to find examples of him talking about the pricing structure. If anyone's got it, let me know. I can't see it here. It looks like he's mainly just complaining about the black guy. God, this guy, you scroll through his timeline, he is a fucking wretched little leech, latching on to anything he possibly can, right? And it's not from the perspective of just covering it or talking about it. He's doing it because he's a leech and he wants to siphon off some clout and attention for himself. Wretched little fucking freak. Jesus Christ, dude. I can't see him talking about the pricing structure. I know that Asmongold did. Asmongold pointed out how insane it is that the top product was like, what, $130 or something like that? Grummz is a greedy freak who acts like hero, but is the same vermin like the rest of the gaming industry. Apparently, he was also fucking dogshit as well at running his company. There's lots of reports of him being like aggro and stuff like that. But yeah, Grummz. We're talking about Grummz. Well, what do we make of this? What do we think of this? This just looks like very standard. I mean, this is. I mean, if anything, it's no different from like an EA game, but it's more expensive at the top end. I mean, when was the last time EA released a game where the top product was over $1,000? Okay, here's the thing I don't understand here. 5 times playable mock-up, 5 final copies of the game. Why would you need 5 copies? Is that to give to friends or something to play with you? Yeah, what if you don't have 5 friends? Yeah, I'd like to see if this guy. I mean, if this guy is complaining about predatory monetization strategies from developers, he hasn't got a fucking leg to stand on. Also, isn't this game like known for being a failure? Like, it's not come out in years and years, despite it being developed for ages. I don't get the hate for Grummz in chat. All he's doing is paying for development. It's different to what Ubisoft did. Where's the game? Where's the fucking game then? Hasn't it been in development for like 7 years? Think it's always been a side project. What is the Grummz cope here? It's a side project. A side project he's charging $1,000 to some schmuck to fucking pay for. What you want about side project, dude? God, you Grummz copers are absolutely fucking insufferable and subhuman to me. Like, I cannot fucking believe that you fucking freaks would defend this retard. He's a fucking lolcow like all the others. He's just on your side, so you support him because he does a petition about Stellar Blade. What's happened with the Stellar Blade petition anyway? Is that even doing anything? I mean, the website's still up. It looks like it's still in development, though. Bro. What? Oh, wait, it's gone. Oh, there it is. Oh, it was a big picture of some woman's ass. Copyright 2021. FAQ. July 14th, 2017. Oh my god, dude. See, this is what I mean. Most development times are substantial. Doing it indie with the level of graphics mechanics they're trying to implement would take time. Okay. If you do not have the capability of developing a sophisticated product, you should not. You should make something simpler and actually get the game out, right? What good is it to have a game that is complicated and has got a lot of mechanics that you can't actually engage with and deal with if the game never fucking comes out? Yeah, guys, I'm developing an indie game. It's gonna have the graphics of Call of Duty. It's gonna have the gameplay of, a complicated gameplay. It's gonna have this. Yeah. Anyway, indie developed. Give me $1,000. And it'll be out. It'll be out at some point, okay? Just listen. These indie things take time, okay? We're trying to build quite a complicated game here. You're fucking retarded. To defend this is obviously a fucking grift. Yeah, the drama tuber with zero Tev time. Okay, wait a second. I'm telling the truth. I'm saying to you how it is. And you're going to fucking defend Grummz when he's fucking... This game's been in development for years and nothing's fucking happened. Yeah, if I was a game developer, I wouldn't have a game in development for this fucking long. I'd get it out a bit sooner than that, okay? I would fucking work within my means and build a product that I could actually build with the materials that I've got and the team that I've got. Not some high-flying fancy idea that never fucking comes out. Like, acting like I'm the bad guy for saying, yeah, this looks like a load of fucking bullshit. Or what do you know? I know that it's insane to have a game in development for this long and nothing to fucking meaningful to come out off of it. Let's see if we can find any fucking shit with it. Okay, here we go. What's this? This looks like an update. Ember update.
It's time to get your quick fix with the remix. I'm Remixus, and I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. It's been over a year since I made a video on Ember, and in that video I talked a little bit about what would constitute a scam. Well, my goal for this playlist on this channel has been to bring you Ember updates shortly after they make it onto the live demo. That means my last video was March 2023, and the last actual build was July 22. We've had one other demo environment to test massive NPC populations, but I'm not sure it was working properly for myself. More on that in a bit. But that brings us to our new demo build. This version doesn't really have anything new that we haven't seen before, but is a merger of things that we already have, along with an update for the Unreal Engine. I'm actually glad to see we're moving back to New Copa, because this can help paint a picture of what the vision of the game should be, whereas you don't really get the same impact with a white box demo. That being said, I did notice a few features that are not seen in this build. Things like glider pads, voxel terrain, home bases, Crotus and Catgirl, and other creature, vehicle, and geological assets. While I understand these may not make it into the final game, especially in the condition they're in, I find it very odd that you would use the word all when you haven't included some important items, which would really bring this into fruition. Now, as far as the bugs are concerned, My connection to the server from
I mean, the thing is
Korea,
like it. I don't. This just looks like a very kind of generic thing to me. I don't know what is it. Unreal Engine. Like, here's the question: how long would it take for you to put this together? Do you reckon? As anyone that knows about this stuff.
to the US is rather rough. I find it difficult to tell what is lag and what is a bug. You may notice my character playing a bit wonky, and I noticed a couple years ago that most of my bugs are caused by latency. A perfect example was I had the radio menu that wouldn't work.
Looks like some generic Unity demo Goy slop that you'd buy on Steam for $5.
Work for me at one point. That is now back. But that's all I have for the new content. So I wanted to talk a little bit about our gaming political state. So if you only came for demo information, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Alright, so the rest of you still here. The first issue is on scams again, and the second is on Mark's DEI crusade. In light of the recent Asmongold video critiquing Nick Calandra, my thoughts still remain the same on the issue. Nick basically tried to do a smear job while not offering good faith arguments.
That's
Ember
true.
may or may never come out.
That is actually true. This Nick Calandra guy, because I actually looked at it because I thought, okay, I'll keep an eye on this, but I was a bit suspicious of it. But apparently this guy who was like working with Grummz had flipped and was like giving all this information to this reporter. But it came out and it turned out that actually it was bullshit and it was all planned or something. And then obviously Grummz jumped on it and was going, oh yeah, fucking you got fooled. And I think he took advantage of that to kind of obfuscate the fact that this game is probably, not been worked on to the adequate level it should have been to get it out in a timely fashion.
But I signed up for pre-alpha builds, so I got what I paid for. If you don't believe me, take a look at my previous videos. Many people, however, won't see it like this because they have the assumption that if you back something before release, you're entitled to the game you hoped you were going to get in the future. I totally understand that. You paid for something, and you think you should get something. I have a question for you, though. Lockheed Martin developed one of the most sophisticated fighter aircraft in the world, the YF-22. However, there was another company called Skunkworks who put billions of dollars into designing a competitor, the YF-23, hoping that they would win the contract. EA...
Wait, hang on a sec. Hang on a second. Did this guy just say... Okay. Did this guy just say that you shouldn't expect the features in the end game? Am I misunderstanding something? Wait, what? Okay, this feels a bit like cope, I've got to be honest with you. But let's see. Let's see what
another company called Skunkworks who put billions of dollars into designing a competitor, the YF-23, hoping that they would win the contract. EA spent money developing a Command & Conquer Generals sequel called Generals 2 that never saw release. Dyson developed an electric car for over 4 years before canceling the project. The Neuschwanstein Castle was never completed before King Ludwig died, so he never got to experience any of the massive wealth he put into the castle. This is 4 different projects. I bring these up to say that projects fail or get canceled all the time, and we wouldn't label these as a scam. Project creep, lack of funding, lack of community interest, mismanagement of funds, and failure to deliver do not mean that a scam has taken place. If the game were to release today in its current state, I would be right on the same page as you because the project would have delivered a product that was not agreed upon. I also find it difficult to defend the use of the word skins when we're talking about rendered.
But the difference is, yeah, exactly that. Like, that would be like saying, you're not comparing like for like. The Command & Conquer one is obviously the closest thing, but EA didn't charge people money as to crowdfund the development of the product. EA paid internally with their own fucking profit and whatnot to make that game happen. And then it never, and any money they put into it, they ended up having to write off because the game never fucking came out, right? There's a big difference between a company putting money into something and it not coming out and no one ever fucking having no money changing hands with the customers or anything like that. And this is being crowdfunded. People have paid money for this project. And then if it doesn't come out, you've paid money for something that isn't going to fucking come out. Well, that is a fucking scam, isn't it? Right? If you're being asked for some money for a product to crowdfund something and you never get the crowdfunded product out at the other end, unless you get refunded in full, that is a scam. Yes. Of course it is. Oh, what is this cope? It says in the what you get a finished copy of the game. What are you on about? It says one of the things you get for crowdfunding is a finished product of the game. The only way it wouldn't be a scam is if everyone got refunded their money in full. That's it.
Images or sometimes assets that have no functionality and cannot be used as they are, yet new ones are being released every month. At least they were for several years. These issues may be an indication of a scam taking place, but the glaring...
Okay, you people are being retarded. An investor purchases stock, okay, in the obvious hope that the value of the company will increase, okay, right? They're not necessarily buying an item from them. They're buying the chance that the stock is going to go up and they recognize it could go down. With this, in their fucking backing thing, that when they give the money, they're promised a copy of the game. We just fucking looked at it. The archive thing. They're promised a copy of the game. So if you don't get that, you should get a refund or you've been scammed.
Proof which contradicts is the purchase agreement located at the bottom of the page when you log in, as well as the FAQs listed on the forums. The information is even right in front of you when you click the campaign to sign up for the subscription. I was under no illusion when I bought this game that it might not come out.
Wait, this is fucking lie. Bro, this dude is lying. This guy's fucking lying about what's happened. Look. This has changed now, obviously, but this is how it was sold up to, I believe, what? I don't know when this ended, but this is how it was being sold originally as a backer. So he changed it from this to a Patreon model. Because obviously with a Patreon model, unless there's promises of getting a game, yeah, you're probably not going to call it a scam. But this, look. Packages, $28. Final copy of the game. 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 It's saying if you give me $28, I will give you a final copy of the game. If he doesn't deliver a final copy of the game, the person that paid the $28 has been scammed because they haven't got what they were promised when they paid the money. What do you mean? You guys are fucking retarded sweeping for this fucking moron. But now this guy's sweeping for him by talking about the Patreon. What about before? What about when you had the fucking backing for shit? What about then? What about the people that paid money then?
Unfortunately for Mark, this also means that if everyone thinks...
Okay, are you just going to ignore what I showed you? Fucking retards. There was a thing that he's now gotten rid of because he realised it was fucking shameful, where you would give him $28 and he said to you you would receive a final copy of the game. If you don't deliver those people a final copy of the game, you've scammed them.
It's a scam. Then you have to spend time proving that it's not. So this part is directly for you, Grummz. Get off Twitter. Stop with this anti-woke crusade and just focus on the game. If you want to prove everyone is wrong, then be quiet, hunker down, and make what you keep telling the world you're going to make. You've posted far more on Twitter in the past 24 hours than you have all of April
I agree with this, yeah.
on your 0 Days channel in Discord.
What is this? Oh my god, dude. Processed upgrade invoices. I've invited people to our Discord server after a journalist made the shocking discovery that Ember exists. Please welcome the newcomers. Spent all of today defending Ember. Invited Asmongold to play after his video. Posted his video with nothing to hide but a lot to prove on it. What did Asmongold say about the game?
There's 24 days into April right now. You have an opportunity to prove everyone wrong about you, and Firefall. But when the project is getting close to 10 years old, you're just further validating
10 years? That thing said 2017, so it's been in development longer than that.
What people say and believe about you, regardless of if it's true or not. And remind me, you're making a game with waifus and husbandus. Aren't you catering to both the straight and the LGBT plus community by offering a variety in character models? That sounds pretty woke for you. Never Knows Best did a great job pointing out the Gamergate history and its latest state. It's an amazing, albeit long video, like all of his are. But one point he made is that many games die and do great regardless of the culture war. Also, most of the streamers hating on DEI are taking things out of context while forgetting what part of the population is actually making games. These people tend to be middle-class, college-educated individuals who tend to lean towards progressivism. In some instances, we've had some amazing games and others terrible. DEI is basically a non-issue when you have a mobile transaction games that force you to play longer, or sports games that have you buy power cards so you have better stats.
No mention of the backer stuff with all the gizmo shit you got. I guess he's just. We're just going to ignore that part. We're going to disregard the fact that Grummz used to shill it as with those fucking packages that you could buy. We're just going to ignore that.
Pre-orders.
Don't worry about that part of it.
Corporate stock buybacks.
He stopped doing that now, guys.
These are what's
okay?
actually killing games. Battlefield 2042 didn't die because it went woke. It died because it was rushed, buggy, lacked basic features, and was an overall downgrade of the previous titles. Meanwhile, spreading managed democracy is the highlight of the gaming world currently, and it's a critique on imperialism, patriotism, and nationalism in the same way Starship Troopers was. People simply want a good game with interesting characters. And did we forget about Baldur's Gate and the relationships with the Druid? Unfortunately, in our world, everything has to be political. And it doesn't matter if it actually is or not, the perception that it might be political is enough to get people up in arms. So I totally understand why people will say, oh, gaming sucks and games are just being released with DEI.
You all deserve to get... Go and give him money. Go and give him money to make this game, okay? Go and support him. Put your money where your mouth is and support this guy. I hope you get all fucking ripped off. I hope your bank accounts get drained of every cent, you fucking retards. What the fuck is your problem? I'm sat here going, yeah, this looks a bit fucking stupid. And people are defending Grummz, unironically. What the fuck? Pay piggy freaks.
And they're not focusing on good characters. Well, maybe they're not focusing on making good games because they're focused on profit motives instead of telling good stories. Ugh. It's amazing how much of this video has been on information that's not actually part of the game. I want to make more videos about the game. Get off Twitter.
This is the problem with gamers, right? The problem with gamers is they're retarded. And they do have issues with certain things. And then because someone is anti-woke, they'll immediately jump on board with what they're saying and fucking defend them to the fucking hilt. Even though they're doing the same shit that they're criticizing developers for. You guys are retarded. You deserve to get fucking... Your finances deserve to get... Well, I'm not going to say that, but you know. Bro, you people are just stupid. Yeah, there were some people defending him earlier, but I think they can't handle the truth, so they fucked off. Retards. What does the Patreon look like? Can we access the Patreon? What is it called? Ember 8. Look, there's the ass that I tried to show you earlier. Okay. Wow, this game looks like it's really got a lot going on, bro. Last tweet, 2019. Interesting. Oh my god, you people are fucking retarded. Holy fuck! I hope you get absolutely fucking scammed out of every cent you've got. Freaks. Retard freaks, the lot of you. Oh, wait. You can sign up and get a free skin? Wow. As a welcome gift, we're offering a free skin for everybody who signs up for a free Ember account. What do we have here? Magic Space Viking Warrior Woman. Who doesn't want to ride the Odin to battle frost giants and such? I obviously want to, and I can only assume you do too. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for the free account and get this epic skin. Devs on forums say the game is in pre-alpha after 8 years. This is insane. I mean, I agree, but obviously some people would defend anything because a guy that's on their side is doing it. Yeah, how long did it take to develop Fallout London? Fallout London is on the precipice of coming out, and that is like a fucking an actual passion project. People are working on it, but it's like a I think it's is it non-profit or something? This. Mark Kern wasn't fired because he didn't take a Chinese bribe. He was fired because he's an incompetent, selfish, and thoughtless CEO that led an entire company into the ground. He put the damn company into the ground, spent their entire budget on bullshit like a space bus. Oh, the rape bus. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. I'll find it. The rape bus. The Mark Grummz rape mobile. Yo. The dude's a lolcow. There's loads of tweets of him moaning about people talking about the bus.
But how do I make money off depressed people?
On that note, like the stream, become a member, or super chat about your Lord and Savior Grummz.
Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, because obviously with mods, I don't think you're allowed to do it for commercial purposes. But I think you can cover costs. Is that right? So could you develop a mod and like have a Patreon and pay yourself a salary out of that? Because you're working on the mod. Is that right? This was, I think, what, $2 million? You cannot. No, I'm pretty sure that as long as you're not like making a profit off of it, as long as you're just paying reasonable costs for development. I don't know enough about it, but it just seems crazy to me that you get some very high quality mods that come out, and it's like surely they must be getting at least a paycheck out of this. Well, I think Black Mesa was just used. I don't think it was a mod. I think they used the source engine to make a new game based on Half-Life, and I'm guessing they licensed it or something. I don't know. Yeah, they don't sell it. They don't sell it. It's like optional. Yeah, yeah. So is it that you can't sell it, but you can get a Patreon? I don't fucking know. Yeah, maybe it was originally a mod and then it became a full-fledged game. I've got Black Mesa. I played through it. There's old content of me playing through it back in the day on my shitty gaming laptop. But yeah, Black Mesa is top tier. I really recommend getting a hold of that if you're a Half-Life fan. Really good. Really good game. Anyway, right, fuck it. Let's get into this. I went off on a bit of a tangent there. But yeah, obviously, you know, I don't know a lot about game development, but I do know that this long to develop a game is insane if it's still in pre-alpha. Looks like they're still forum discussions and stuff. Oh, it's on Steam Deck now. That's interesting. What's new tab? Okay, I'm not going to look through that. I think we've seen enough. I've seen enough, okay? I'll take your word for it. Well, the thing is nowadays is games go into like a pre-release stage, don't they? What's it called on like Steam? Where you can buy the game and it's recognized that it's still in development, but it's a playable build and it's like good enough to play and people will pay money for it, right? Like that's the model that early access. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why is it not in like early access or something like that? Like surely you'd go down that route if you actually had something serious to offer, would you not? Greenlight doesn't exist anymore. Okay. So it doesn't exist anymore. No, not Star Citizen. We're talking about Grummz' game. Oh, Hades 2 is... Oh, so it does still exist. Hades 2 is in it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's 7 Days to Die. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Daisy, another example of a game that was in like development for ages, but was still playable enough that you could sell it and people would buy it. But not this game apparently. But apparently it's still good.